record option.
Okay. Okay, I see that there's a recording, so we're all good. So let me give you a quick recap that there are three mechanisms. The first one is email, which I consider it to be the weakest link to connect with people. The second one is LinkedIn, where you get an opportunity to directly connect with your people, because if you are going to send a message, that particular person is going to get the chance to review your profile and check out the relevance. And the third thing is, by connecting with people over the phone. So what I did just a few minutes before this Zoom call was that I quickly had jotted down some points, and I would like to go over this, and I've summarized this into 5 points. Okay, so the first one is let me see if there's I can share my screen here. Okay. Okay, can you see a notepad file on your screen?
I can't. Yes, we can see.
Anshuman, Danny, and Thomas, can you see a notepad on your screen?
Yes, we can see that. Thank you so much.
See it.
Yes.
Okay, you can see that. Okay, very nice. So point number 1 is, because we got this, like I said, there are 3 ways through which we can reach out to people. The first one is a first level proposition. So I can quickly show you a first level proposition that we generally send out to people, because like I said, we are representing one client of ours named Vasudev Global. So let me see if I have their email link here. Okay, can you see on your screen that there is an email? This is a standard first level proposition that we send to an enterprise. Once we discover that this is the key person, this is the concerned person who looks after messaging. Now that person could be a messaging director with that company, or could be a messaging expert, or someone who is handling telecom partnership and alliances. So here's this very small email that we're going to send, because it should look short, it should be crisp and up to the point. That I hope you're doing well, and one of our partners company, Vasudev Global, has expressed its interest and they want to interconnect. And if you're looking after A2P, just let us know and we can set up a call. I can go over a couple of formats with you. I'm going to share that via email. The second thing is that we are going to give you an official email account of SmartBridge. You will have that access, so that when you speak with someone over the phone, or you send a first level proposition, cold emails like these, it should go out from a company's domain
professionally.
Yeah, of course. So that is the email side of it, which is very clear, short and sweet. Now moving on to the next point, which is LinkedIn. Now if we have our mastery on LinkedIn, and if we reach out to the most relevant people by putting our right keyword search, we are likely to get hold of the right person. And here are a couple of examples which will throw some more light and bring some more clarity, more confidence in your approach. So let me go over a couple of examples on LinkedIn. Let's see. Okay, now there's a person called Tom Bovington. Can you see that on the screen? I hope everyone is able to see that. Anshuman, Danny, Thomas.
No.
One sec. No.
Oh, you can't.
Thomas, Thomas is here, and Thomas is here. No.
Can you see that now?
Yes.
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 Yes, we can see it now.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, now you see this. Can you see this name called Tom Bovington?
Yes.
Now this is the person who looks after messaging with a company called TikTok. The parent name of this company is ByteDance. Now I would like to go to this profile and would also like to share the message that I had personally sent to this person, to this guy. and he responded to me. Okay, so if we see Tom Bovington, he is accounts executive cloud SMS Byte Plus. And in bracket, you see ByteDance and TikTok. That means he's associated with this company called TikTok. Their organization is ByteDance. Now, each of these individuals whom we are going to connect should definitely have a telecom background. Either they are associated or they have been associated with a largely established telecom company, like a mobile network operator, or with a very large SMS aggregator. So without being from that background, they cannot get associated with large enterprises and can handle messaging. You know, that's very obvious. But this thing, this identification of their background is going to actually narrow down our search and help us get hold of the right guy. So when I found Tom Bovington's profile, I quickly went through this and I found the keyword telco partnership. Now, here is something that I would like everyone to take a note of. Telco partnership is the word, though I'm going to share all those 6-7 keywords that I have shortlisted. But this keyword is essentially going to help everyone. So one thing is pretty clear, that when we go and check out someone's profile on LinkedIn, that person should have a telecom background, either associated with a very large messaging company or with a very large telecom operator. If we get to see that, that is the person who is doing the right job at that company. So if you see, this person has worked with a company called Infobip. Now, Infobip is a largely established SMS messaging company. Okay, they deal into WhatsApp, Telegram, and Telegram integration, and WhatsApp and other, CPaaS platforms they have. So if you see, there is another word in that profile called telecom partnership. Now, this will again help us to identify we are connected with the right person. Okay, so the way how we would find this would be, the way I found this profile was TikTok space messaging. This is one keyword. So we're going to quickly go over that keyword here. As you all can see in the screen, Thomas, as you can see, there are keyword examples in point number 2. Danny, if you can see, Anshuman and Purnima, you see Facebook messaging. This is very strong keyword. The second keyword is Facebook carrier relations. Now, if you go to LinkedIn and you type Facebook messaging, in this case, we're going to type TikTok messaging. And while I speak, I would like you to, quickly, you can check out on your web browser, go to LinkedIn and type this keyword and see what do you discover. I'm sure you're going to see some profiles there. I want you to go through this profile. We can spend a couple of minutes here on this call. So on the other window, you can go to LinkedIn and just type TikTok messaging, or you type Facebook messaging, or you type Netflix messaging and see what you discover. Just go over a couple of profiles so I can see here as well.
We must go here.
And in this call, I'm going to share and I'm going to roll over this idea with you. And I would also like, participation from you as to what you have found on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, I'm not able to open.
Okay, let me see if there's a scope for me to share the screen. Can you all see the screen? Because
Bovington.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So here's the search, text box. So what I'm going to do is, let's go with Netflix, right? Or you give me a name of any company, I'm going to search that for you. And I'm going to share with you how we're going to find that right candidate. Purnima, you want to share any enterprise name?
Right now, I haven't.
Amazon. Let's go with Amazon.
Amazon. Yeah.
Amazon. Okay.
Hi.
AMA01 messaging.
Okay.
So we write messaging. So we can try out all of these keywords. So what do we see
Oh,
is
got it. Yeah.
Scott Coley. We see Dimple.
Simple.
So we see Robin.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have to go through these profiles and check out if they have been associated with any telecom background.
Telecom.
Yeah. So let's check out
Cloud application.
Scott. Let's see what is this guy up to. If we check out Scott, do we see a telecom background here, Purnima?
Amazon Web.
Thomas, Danny, I hope you're able to see this profile.
Yes, we can see
Yeah.
there's a company called the name.
There is
Tech.
just a question. There is
Heads of sale, HSL mobile. I think.
sales and carrier relations. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The second
Yeah.
keyword is carrier relations.
Carrier and
Telco partnership, carrier relations, interconnection. All of these 7 keywords I'm going to share. It's there in my list. It's there in my list. So we have to see that we have this, you know, opportunity scanning eyes.
We have to keep
Eagle
changing
eyes.
the
Got
name.
it.
I think we'll have to keep changing the name of the company first, Facebook or Netflix or whatever, or any bank or something with.
Yeah. So I've just taken one example, you know, Facebook.
Yeah.
So we have found this guy. He is connected with Amazon Web Services. And interestingly, in the first click, we have come across that this person has worked with a company called Tintech. It's a Germany-based company, and he has headed business development carrier relations.
Okay.
This is exactly the guy we have to reach out.
Okay.
And what is it that we are going to do once we have figured out this guy? There are 2 ways to reach out on LinkedIn. One is if you have an access to Sales Navigator, you can send message directly without being a friend of this person. The other way is to send a friend request, and as soon as the person adds, you can immediately send out a message. Okay, thanks for accepting my request. Good to connect with you on LinkedIn. And here's the message. Boom. And what is that message? Even we have a draft of it. I'm going to share that message right away. And I can actually go ahead and, you know, send this guy this message. First of all, I'm going to send a request. So I click on connect. And then there's an option, because I've opted for the Sales Navigator thing subscription. So I think I'll have this in here.
Pankaj,
Okay,
just a
message
question.
Scott. Yeah.
Sorry, Pankaj, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but just a question out here. With regards to this gentleman, he has carrier relations in his previous jobs, but in his current job, I mean, it's not mentioned that. It's just senior business development pinpoint. Does this person still qualify as someone who would be able to, just a question on that basis, or does it have to be carrier relations, or it has to have some of your key points that you're going to share with us? Will that have to be in his current job? That is what I wanted to ask you.
Beautiful question, Anshuman. I really like it. Appreciate it. So you see, if you go to his summary, you see about. In about, you will see that he has talked about new business acquisition, carrier relations, enterprise sales, and he has used telco management. He has used all the relevant words. Secondly, this guy is from a telecom background and has been associated with a, you know, enterprise. Now we have to see what is his current role. It talks about senior business development pinpoint, because he is with Amazon Web Services. And his summary talks about messaging. If you see para number 2, 14 years of, you know, experience in mobile messaging and omni-channel communications. So 100%, you know, this guy is from that particular background, and he is with Amazon dealing into this particular thing. But wherever you also see that in the job description also, he has indicated that he is handling messaging, partnership, and all that stuff. That means we have actually gotten hold of the right person.
Okay, got it.
Okay, otherwise it wouldn't have been in his. So even if you see in his title, it says Amazon pinpoint omni-channel mobile engagement. So now by all means, we have narrowed down to the right person. He is with Amazon, he is looking after mobile engagement, and mobile engagement is all about messaging because he's from the messaging background. Generally, people who have spent like 5, 6, 7 years with telecom operators, and if they're getting into enterprises, they generally want to be tagged along with this messaging thing only. Okay, but here this title also indicates that he's into messaging department of Amazon. Yeah. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, I think
Yes,
that is
yes, yes.
thing.
Yes.
Also, just a question, Pankaj, we can send a connection request also, am I right? And then you can type a message out there also. In my I'm not talking about this, but in my experience of reaching out to people, I've noticed that sometimes the connection request actually works also if you write why you want to connect, because there is a connect on LinkedIn. They allow you a certain amount of limited space on that. Have you seen that?
Yes. Very
Yeah.
good point shared, Anshuman. So Purnima, like
Yes.
you can, when you send this request, you get to see a small text box, and there you
Okay.
can put this message that we want to explore interconnection opportunity.
Oh, okay. Explore interconnection.
Explore interconnection opportunities.
So Purnima, basically, I'm sorry again, Pankaj, if I'm interrupting you too often, please tell me that.
No. Please,
But I
please
think
come
this
up
is
with
a
more
very good
questions, more
handover.
suggestions.
Yes.
I think this is a very hands-on approach to this. Purnima, I think where you need to really come in with regards to some of your understanding is basically understand where the keywords are, what the deliverables are. Once you imbibe all this stuff, and I'm sure you're imbibing it quite this thing from what Pankaj is sharing with you. I think if there are any questions, this is the right time to ask. You know what I mean? If they have any concerns or any this thing. But I think this is something that is on the right track, Pankaj. So thanks. Please go ahead.
I am trying to be as direct and as crisp as I can, just to save time and to see that we get straight to the point. Okay, so this was one of the examples. Our main focus of attention would revolve around how we search on LinkedIn. That's it. Rest all we can always go to these email tools, find out the numbers and speak. Okay, I have also that script ready, and but everything would revolve around how we search on LinkedIn. So here was one of the examples of finding a guy at Amazon who looks after messaging. Let's take a couple of more examples to bring more clarity. Okay.
So once he accepts this, once he accepts, how do you go forward?
Yeah. So I have that message, Rajiv, which I'm going to share with you. The first level proposition stands same for the one who accepts our request or to one who is not on our network. Okay. So first thing I would always say as an opening courtesy, thanks for accepting my invite, and good to connect with you on LinkedIn. And second would be the message that I'm going to share, which you will get to see on your screen.
Okay.
Okay, so here is that message, and this was the same message I sent to Tom, and he responded. Okay, I'm sure you all are able to see the screen, the notepad.
Yeah.
Yes. At any point of time you don't get to see, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll not get to know. Okay. And if you find any point which is of your interest and you find it okay, wow, bang on, this is something I like, give me your right thumbs up. Sure. Okay? That will increase my energy. Thank you.
Yes, sure.
So you get to see that message here. Hi, Tim, or hi, Tom. Good to connect with you on LinkedIn. And then the second line would be this. Hope you are doing well. One of our partner company, Vasudev Global Singapore, has expressed interest to interconnect with ByteDance. And I wanted to check with you if ByteDance or TikTok is open for a new interconnection opportunity. And then likewise, it would be for Amazon. You just have to change the company name. But you see, this is just a raw script. You can make changes accordingly. This is just an outline that I have given you. It has worked, but it might work better if you make some changes, tweak here or there a little bit, and you can deal accordingly. So Vasudev has exclusively and strategically partnered with many MNOs, MVNOs in the Asia and European region. If you handle A2P messaging or could refer us someone, it will be greatly appreciated. And then sincerely your name, phone number, email address, and Skype, and that's it.
Okay.
So let me quickly share this, the message that I had shared with Tom at TikTok. So Tom Bovingdon. Now you see, this is the company where lots and lots of carriers and in our industry die hard to reach out to this company. If even just by telling people, I'm going to connect you with TikTok, people will come and say, okay, yeah, man, we are ready to explore opportunities with you and we are ready to give the projects. So with TikTok, let me share that message. Can you all see that screen?
Yes. Yes, we can.
I don't know, for some reason.
Finally.
Okay, here we are. I hope we can all see the screen because I really don't know when I click
can
on
see.
new window. You all can see. Okay.
Yes.
So that's exactly the message I had sent to Tom a few days
Okay.
ago. And this is what he responded. As you all can see, please send some information to, here's my email address. As an FII, we are looking into bilaterals at present so that if that works, we can proceed. And
Okay.
then I was able to quickly find him on Skype and I continued with the discussion and we
Okay.
were very successful in setting up a call with our partner company, Vasudev Global.
Okay.
What will happen initially, Purnima, is when you send these kind of messages, you'll get responses. And that responses, you can always bring it to our notice in the initial stage. After maybe after exchanging a few messages, you yourself will be able to set up the calls.
Okay.
Okay. But then we are always ready. Danny, me, Thomas are just one phone call away or just one ping away on WhatsApp. So
All
Danny and Thomas are really very quick in responding to messages.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, that's one of the examples that we had shared. So now you know that step number one is how to find the relevant person is name of the company, space messaging. Let me go over those keywords with you. I hope you can all see this notepad.
Yes.
Like Facebook, space messaging, you'll get to see some profiles and you have to check whether that person has a background of telecom. Or that person has worked with a large messaging company, a branded messaging company, or a large mobile network operator. These enterprise will, these Fortune 500 companies, these are cash rich companies. They will throw the money and get the right guy in place.
Okay.
And essentially, they are going to get the only person who has worked with a mobile network operator or a large messaging. So likewise, just replace those enterprise names, like you can put Netflix, Facebook, or Amazon. Then this is again a strong keyword, carrier relations, because even if in the present position, if we don't get to see carrier relations, we might see carrier relations in their previous organization as a title. So LinkedIn is going to pick that up and also going to display those profiles.
Okay.
That's the beauty. So Facebook, SMS, again, it's a more highly relevant keyword in our industry. Okay. A2P is application to phone. A2P is most widely keyword used in our industry. Then there is telecom partnership. So we had success with this keyword also, like we did for Amazon and Amdocs and Netflix. The sixth keyword is international roaming. Now, many of these people who have worked with mobile network operators have this thing in their title. Either they are carrier relations manager or they are handling the international roaming division. But all in all, it means the same thing. There are different titles that they use. Third thing is marketing communications. This is a little different title because people who are heading marketing communications or in the marketing communications department are the ones who are primarily involved in broadcasting messages in the form of through digital media, through bulk emails, through bulk messages. They are the ones who are going to coordinate with the sales team and send promotional emails, promotional messages. So that is the role of marketing communication. Even those people are involved into decision making. Okay. But I think all of these, the initial keywords that I have shared with you all, those are going to play a very important role. And as you go deep into this, you are going to then maybe suggest us, you know what, there's a lot more that I have identified,
Yeah.
and there's a lot more that meets the eye here. So
Okay.
that is again going to be an additional input, which is going to be in a form of new opportunity altogether.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go over 2-3 more examples, and I think we should be done with this initial training thing. So I have used this keyword called Facebook Telecom Partnership.
1 minute. Mr. Pankaj, can you please allow me to share one screenshot over here?
Yeah, sure. Please do, Danny. I think you have discovered something, huh?
I'm going to share it and I'm not able to share that.
I have already enabled screen sharing, but let me quickly put a stop here on my screen first. Okay, now you can share.
One minute. Look, I have just shared WhatsApp messaging in search, and then I found these 3 people from WhatsApp.
Unbelievable. Awesome.
Oh, no, not this is not awesome. This all credit goes to you, Mr. Pankaj. You
Okay.
are master like Purnima, Thomas, or myself, or our all team who are involved in
True.
this project. We can go like this.
Anshuman
Okay.
too.
And in the same way, once
Yeah.
again, I'm writing down now Facebook. I think you were supposed to talk about Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Meta is one of the biggest partner who is helping this WhatsApp, Gupshup, TikTok for their web apps and all. And here also we have now 3 people from Facebook.
Yes.
Cyril, then
Cyril, Keshav, and
Keshav.
Tom.
Yes, Keshav, I will contact him today itself.
Add a note. Super.
Okay.
That's what Anshuman had recommended, right, Anshuman?
Okay. Yes, I think this is the one.
Yeah, I've spoken about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you discussed with Keshav?
No, we haven't reached out to Keshav, but I was just talking about a point that was recommended by Anshuman. Before we send a request, we can always use this text box and put in a note.
And we
looking
have
for
this-
exploring strategic partnership with you. Messaging.
And one more person I'm finding over here, that is Tom Lester, his messaging partnership head.
Yeah, most relevant guy. I mean, Danny,
Yes.
I think we tried reaching out to him over the phone,
Yes,
but
yes.
he has an opportunity to connect on LinkedIn.
Yes, and another person, Cyril, he's again head of partnership and connectivity at CPaaS companies with Meta.
Yes.
Wonderful. See, I mean, we have discovered some good profiles here, and you may also want to try this out, Purnima, maybe now or maybe after this call, and have any questions. We're just one phone call away. Okay.
This is something what we learned today is, we have all these skills and all this expertise within ourselves itself. But Mr. Pankaj just played a role like Krishna. He has taken out these skills from in the side from us.
I just tried to simplify it. I appreciate this kind words. So great information, Danny. I appreciate it. So let's get to that next level where I was talking about those keywords. So if you can hit stop screen share, then I'll be able to take it from here.
One more thing. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Super.
Purnima, Thomas, and I'm not including Anshuman for that. I don't know he's going to do this or not, but the rest of all the people who are going to practice this, and if we are collecting this kind of very selective people from every company, 3, 2, 4, 5, we should have one CRM on this part.
CRM,
that means we should collect this information, contact person's name, that where he is belonging, like Facebook or Meta, and his email ID if we can find somewhere, or if he's replying, we can collect his contact number first of all. because what we have found in last couple of months, when we are sending them emails, sometimes they are not replying. But if we have their contact number, right, correct contact number, we and Mr. Pankaj, we are calling them and we are trying to arrange a Zoom call.
Okay.
If you are
Right.
providing these informations, again, that will be very helpful.
Okay. Right. Got it. So when we register for Sales Navigator, is all this included there? Are the contact numbers already there or not?
Nah, you will not get on Sales Navigator. You are going to get access to view good number of profiles. There is not going to be a limit. The second thing is that you will have that provision to send 50 emails, meaning
Okay.
50 messages to profiles that are not on your network.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Purnima, basically with regards to the phone connect and all that stuff is something that we could work with. We'll talk to you about that on a separate basis.
Okay.
However, that being said, the idea is that there's a multiplicity of how you connect. Like Pankaj and Danny are talking about, there are multiple channels. What you need to do is you need to connect over LinkedIn. If you connect with this person over LinkedIn, you send him a mail. He has more chances to reply to you because you have connected with him on LinkedIn, because there's a connect to the mail. If you send him a general mail, he may not reply. But if you send him a mail saying that you're connected with, there is 50% more chance. I'm not saying there's 100%. Phone call, the phone number, once we source the phone number and we get the phone number, sometimes on LinkedIn itself, there's a phone number connected with the person. Most of the time it's not there because they don't share the numbers. So there are different ways we can always pull that out, and this thing, we will walk you through some of those ways. That is also internally that we will talk to you about some of there are some products and so on in the market that provide you, but frankly speaking, I think the way that Pankaj and Danny are actually talking to you about this, you'll have to probably reach out to like how we talked about it, about 30, 40, 50, maybe people in a day. Literally, you have to send out these you'll have to do your homework, get all these guys out, do the sorting, thing, and then just send out these messages. Danny and Pankaj will show you have the keywords. You'll have the keywords based on the search on your keywords. You send out these invites. Once these invitations are sent, then we'll see how those invitations come. In the meantime, then there's another more proactive way where you directly connect with them. But sometimes it actually, I find that it works when you have multiple ways. Like if you have a connect over LinkedIn, you can actually, when you speak to the guy and you get the person's number, you actually can say, hey, listen, I connected with you on LinkedIn. You have my profile. You were interested. People, that is how you form connections. It's not like always one phone call which works. Sometimes it's a phone call. It is a LinkedIn connect. It's a Facebook connect. It is also email connect, and then the person talks to you. Am I right, Pankaj? Am I and Danny? Is that correct in your understanding?
Bang on! You got the nail on the head, Anshuman. Exactly. I mean, sometimes it's not just one message that works. It's a combination of one email, one LinkedIn message, a couple of phone calls, and there would be a variety of combinations like these. Okay, so let's go on to the next step, wherein I was talking about those keywords. So as you all can see, these were the keywords that were discussed. I hope you can see that notepad: Facebook messaging, carrier relations. So these are the keywords that you can use in a sequence. Sometimes, if you, let's say, Facebook messaging, you don't get to see the profiles, then use carrier relations, then you can use SMS and so on. Now, here are a couple of examples that I would like to share. So this is the keyword that I had used: Facebook telecom partnership. So let me quickly go to that screen. Facebook telecom partnership, as you all can see. So this is one of the keyword that was used. So you see this profile called Satish Mittal.
Yes. Not the profile.
So this is one of the profile that I wanted to share with you all when I had used this keyword called Facebook telecom partnership. So if you see here, this is the keyword, Facebook telecom partnership. So we had used this word. So we go and check out what is Satish up to. So Satish works with a company called Meta, again Facebook. So I'm sure, I mean, in these large organizations, it would not just be one guy who would be making messaging this decision or be involved. There are going to be different people from different background and handling different territories. Our aim is to, just to see that the person is available to discuss about messaging opportunity. So it's not just one, but then you may be required to, reach out to multiple people in the same
In the same
organization.
organization.
So if you see, this person has been associated with a company called Vodafone. Now we all know Vodafone is a largely established mobile network operator. So it's a clear-cut case that this is one of the most relevant guy that works with Meta. And being a senior vice president, I think he's the person who would be having more authority to take decisions when it comes to messaging. Maybe the sales cycle could be shorter in duration if we reach out to someone who is in authority. So here he is leading mobile and connectivity partnership at Meta. He could be one of the most relevant guy to reach out to. Looks to be quite experienced.
His profile I cannot see. Can you?
Satish Mittal, are you able to see the profile? No?
No.
Okay. Now can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, Danny Thomas.
Yes,
Anshuman?
yes.
Okay, perfect. So we have figured out that he has worked with a company called Vodafone, senior vice president, Vodafone business, and then he's now leading mobile at connectivity partnership at Meta. Now let's take two more examples. We have Amdocs is a very big company. It's a big IT company. So we write Amdocs in space SMS. Again, we can use those keywords like Amdocs telecom partnership or Amdocs messaging. And there we found this Tebet Mashla. That's the first person we see on our search criteria. So this guy as well is with Amdocs and he's a sales director. And if we see his background, he has worked with a very large mobile network operator. Thomas, do you see Bell?
Yes.
Yes, Bell Canada.
Bell Canada is one of the biggest mobile network operator in Canada.
Yes.
So this is again a classic example where we have figured out that he is the most relevant guy. Now we have to see it. What is he doing at Amdocs? So we can see it from the title that he is a sales director, sales and business development, business leadership. But the question we have to ask us, is he still the one who is looking after messaging at Amdocs? So we check about his profile summary. He says core competency, partnership and alliances, again, strategic planning, and then global operations, vendor management. Now, these are again those keywords which indicates that he is associated with telecom companies and handling this kind of relationship and role. So he has also worked with Polystar Group, which is again into analytics, again into network services, which clearly indicates it has got to do with telecom. So I have this feeling that this person is exactly doing what we are looking for. Okay, let's take one more example. One last example that I have on the screen is Netflix telecom partnership. Now here is something more that you're going to learn from his profile, and watch this out. I hope you're able to see the screen.
Yes.
Okay. So Netflix telecom partnership. Now this is something that is going to bring another learning. And watch this out. So this name of this person is Alejandro Arnez.
Yes.
So what is the keyword that I had used? It's called Netflix telecom partnership. Now, I had used the keyword Netflix global partnership. And look at the profile I have come across. This person is now associated with Dropbox. Now, Dropbox again is an enterprise for us. So we went behind Netflix and we found Dropbox. Again, a good lead for us. Now, if you see that he has also worked with a company called Roku. He is currently with Dropbox and Netflix. Now, check out this magic here. This is something that is going to be very, very useful. Now, this person is giving us a hint And the hint is this. You see, if you have to find someone in Netflix looking after messaging, use the keyword partner engagement. If you see from his
Oh.
profile, that's an indication that
Partner
people who are looking at after messaging in Netflix generally use this title called partner engagement.
Partner engagement.
So what we did immediately after finding this profile, I went to LinkedIn again and I had used this keyword called Netflix partner engagement. And here's the profile that I found. Let me quickly put this, copy and paste this URL. So by using partner engagement, we found Cara Meskini. So she's with Netflix, as you can all see in the screen.
Yes, director.
And she is Director Open Connect, Head of EMEA Network and ISP Partner Engagement Strategy.
Got it.
Again, she is involved into messaging, but the keyword that was useful was Netflix partner engagement. So that is something that might be the title, or that might be a keyword used in that title. So sometimes these people who leave organization leave such hints, you know, in this previous organization, this was the title I was using. Now we can go back and copy that title and paste it along with the enterprise name, and we'll get to find the most relevant person.
Okay. Yes.
So by virtue of Netflix, we found Dropbox, and by going through that guy who's working with Dropbox with his past experience, we found another title which helped us to find the most relevant person at Netflix. So likewise, I don't know if you have got that file, Purnima, but if not, I'm going to share that with Anshuman and you. It is a Fortune 2000 company. List of Fortune 2000 companies. So what we have to do is we have to search those company names with these keywords, figure out that person, send them the messages, and as soon as you receive a response from someone, we are going to give you an access to our CRM.
Okay.
Okay. There is an option called directory. You can click on that, enter the company name, contact person, phone number, email address, Skype. These are the 5 fields you have to fill and submit. That's it.
Okay.
And the response, of course, to be forwarded to our team, to Danny, Thomas, and me. And we will ensure that we quickly jump on a call with this person and take the conversation forward. And our team is also going to see that they CC you in this email, so that you are also aware of the progress and how, you know, we are involved into these engagement with these type of companies. It will give you more idea how do we make this raw lead into a processed one and take it to the level of conversion. Okay, it's because we are looking for a long and ongoing association here, and we want that we should share as much information as we can, so that you are also motivated to see how we can take things to the next level. Correct. Do you have any questions so far, or shall I move forward?
Yes, you can move forward. I'm just, since this is getting recorded, I'm sure I'll go through this again. Okay. And I will practice what you're doing.
Okay, so I'm coming to the last point, which will take another couple of minutes, and we should be done with this training program. Okay. Now, first level proposition, I've shared it with all of you. It's that email, that's a quick short email that we send it to people. Then comes phone call script. You know, once you identify the phone number through these email tools, and you have already sent the message on LinkedIn, you've already sent them an email. Now I'm going to share that script with you all. 1 second. So can you see that on the screen?
Yes.
Danny, Thomas, Anshuman?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so, you know, we had run this mock session with our team a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Luckily, I had saved this format while I was going over with them on a whiteboard. So, you know, everyone was telling, you know, it's hard to remember which is the thing that we need to use it. And so we formed some abbreviation, and based on that, we were able to draft the script out. You know, this is just for your reference. We are going to share this with you immediately after this call. So the first thing was, when you pick up the phone, you say, hi, how are you? So we call that as H.
Okay.
Okay, the second, because this is a 6-step process that we thought we'll quickly, design, but then you can always incorporate changes and, deal with people accordingly. So the second thing is when you pick up the phone, you say, hey, Peter is the name. Let's say, for example, hi, Peter, how are you? This is, let's say we give you an alias, or you want to use Purnima or Pamela. You say, this is Pamela from SmartBridge, and I'm the Global Business Development Director. So you got to use that, that designation. You have to also express that you are someone in command, someone in authority to talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The third thing is L. L means LinkedIn. The T means this. H means hi, how are you? So L means LinkedIn. I went through your profile on LinkedIn, and if you already sent a message, you can always say, I've sent you a message on LinkedIn, and I noticed that you're looking after messaging division or carrier relations with Facebook Meta. So these are the first 3 lines. We have to be very, very quick.
Quick. Yeah.
Okay. Then there will be some people who will show their reluctance. You can see their resistance also over the phone. And I also observed Danny also saying this, when he makes calls, he says, I'll quickly take your 2 minutes. So, once you say this, that I'm going to just take 2 minutes, you get an affirmation from the other party. We essentially help many enterprises in terminating their messaging or SMS traffic, maintaining highest completion ratio at very competitive rates. So the moment you say, this is about our company, that, this is what we do, we can help you save on the cost, and I'm just going to take 2 minutes. The other person then gives you his or her ears for 2 minutes. So that's where you quickly buy time, and you quickly, make a headway in that call.
And after starting talking over these 2 minutes, he will listen for next 5 minutes.
Yeah. So once you get this kind of permission from that person that you're just going to take 2 minutes, after you have quickly said, oh, I've got through your profile on LinkedIn, you look after messaging division, wow. So I just take it 2 minutes, we do this. And our company has strategic partnership with many SMS aggregators, and we have to exhibit our strength. That we have connected with 100 mobile network operators, and have many enterprises such as bank, fintech company, retail companies on our panel, sending millions to billions of messages. Now, this is exhibition of strength. Once you reach here, you have to quickly, without wasting a second, quickly propose for a Zoom call.
Okay.
Now, this is a very, very short script. You can make changes accordingly, and based on your experience, you can minus, add in the calls, in your future calls. But the idea is very quickly, we have to jump on to saying, this is what we are, this is how big we are. And we propose that we have a Zoom meeting tomorrow or day after. So if it is Tuesday, say we can have a meeting either tomorrow or Thursday with our partner company, Vasudev Global, which does more than $80 million in annual sales. And quickly explain you about our strengths and how we can save on your cost, and discuss potential opportunity that exists. You get a yes, then you say, okay, what time? Just let me know, or tell me, or share me your email address, and I'm going to quickly send an email.
Okay.
That's it.
So so I need to go through more about Vasudev Global. Suppose they do ask me questions.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. And then so this is just a script that I will get.
This is a raw script, of course. We'll
Yeah.
share this with you immediately after this call. I'm going to send an email to Anshuman also with these with this document, with this notepad with some keywords, and of course I'll see if there's a way we can share this recording of this Zoom meeting.
Okay. So
that comes to an end of this session. If you have any questions?
This
or
is
Danny,
your
Thomas?
way of pulling out information. I think I'll use the same method personally on my LinkedIn, and I will see what I can pull out now. So will there be an official LinkedIn account?
Yeah. So we would encourage you to create an official LinkedIn account, and we would recommend you to go by an English name, if possible, like
Pamela and
and the last letter or first letter of your last name are Rogers, like Pamela Rogers.
Right.
You are Purnima Reddy, right?
Correct. Pamela Rogers.
So like Pamela Rogers, and we can, and you can pick out this image from a site called thispersondoesnotexist.com.
Okay.
Let me type that out for you. This person
This
does not
person
exist.
doesn't exist.
So if you click refresh, you will get to see images of people who do not exist on earth.
Oh, okay.
This person does not exist.com. So you can pick out that pic, put and upload that on your LinkedIn profile as well as on the G Suite Gmail access that we are going to give it to you. You
Okay.
can put that pic or there also.
Okay.
You can create a Skype account, upload that pic there also.
All right. We'll do that. Yes.
This English name will help you to
100%. Yes.
connect
with a lot of people.
Yeah, connect with people quickly.
Yes. Yes, I got it.
Okay, and then of course you can make phone calls, and we can give you an access to the dialer to make international calls. That part can be taken care of, and
that primarily would be, I would be checking out the time difference and
time
if they are ready
difference,
for a call, and that's not an issue. Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah.
Thomas, Danny, you want to add something? Are we good?
It's good. It was very good call.
Okay.
Very
thank
informative.
you.
Very informative. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your
Thank
inputs
you.
and feedback. I appreciate it. Thank you
Oh,
all.
thank you, Pankaj. It was a really good call. I think we've got lots of stuff that
Information.
we can work
Yeah.
on, information
Yes.
that we can work on. We'll take it from there then.
Okay,
Okay, and
fantastic.
you please, you have Purnima's number, contact, email ID, everything. Am I right? So you'll be sending her the script and the
Yes,
recording,
yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. I will do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. And Purnima, just link up with us, and we will also walk you through some of the stuff. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure. We'll do
All
that.
right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Danny.
Have a
Have a
nice
Thank
day.
you, Thomas.
Bye-bye.